Ahoy, Maloy, folks. Welcome to Talking in Teacups. Serious topics with not so serious people. And I'm your host, D-Cypher. Joined alongside me is your co-host, Elbow. But we also have a special guest, a not so serious person himself. From the Side Quest podcast, is Satin.
Hello!
Elbow, it's good to be here with you today.
Heyo, it's good to be here with you today too.
Satin, it's good to be here with you today as well.
Yeah, it's good to finally be here.
And if
by finally, I mean it's been less than a month. Invitation, but you know.
That's right.
We have that.
But let's go on to a baker's dozen. Sometimes stale, sometimes fresh out the oven. You can't go wrong with a baker's dozen. It's a news roundup of last week's biggest stories. So, a Switch modder, this person sells modded Switches. He is denying the claims that he has to do a cease and desist, and he's going to seemingly take on Nintendo without a lawyer. You heard that right. His name is Ryan Daly, and he's gearing up to fight the Nintendo Ninjas without legal representation, because he operates a store called Modded Hardware, and it was just recently sued in July after the company accused him of selling modified Switch consoles and devices that enable pirated games to be played on unmodified hardware.
That man's gonna get stabbed in his sleep. Like,
I mean, he's in more trouble than Diddy, I can tell you that.
obviously, there's only like 2 companies you cannot like do stuff like that to because they will sue your ass into the ground. Nintendo's one of them. The other one, and it's funny because you can always go to say, "Do not fuck with the mouse." The other one's Disney.
Yep.
So yeah, that guy's probably screwed.
But you know,
What about that one guy recently? I think we were talking about it a couple weeks ago, who his wife died at Disney World.
oh
and,
yeah.
He couldn't sue Disney because he was a member of Disney Plus, and on the terms and conditions it said you can't sue Disney.
Yep, and so that was for the streaming service. The wife died from an allergic reaction at a Disney adjacent restaurant. It wasn't even a Disney owned restaurant. Disney just owned the land. So yeah, Disney's contracts, again, you don't fuck with the mouse. Yeah, that and Nintendo. But we're gonna wish him some luck. We'll see what happens. But you know how we like to run jokes into the ground here. So let's talk a little bit more about Joker 2. So allegedly, reportedly, Todd Phillips said he wanted nothing to do with DC during the making of Joker 2. Phillips refused to take any communication at all, any notes from James Gunn, and would only liaison with WB heads Michael DeLuca and Pam Adby about the film. So he didn't want to hear none of the comic book shit. He said, I want to do my own thing. Don't worry about it. It's going to come out beautiful. Art. This is art.
Wait, so he just wanted to send the movie further into the fucking ground?
Yep.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, he didn't want any notes.
Like,
It worked out perfectly.
I'm just saying that's true. For what I've heard, it's, I think, the worst DC movie right now.
Yeah, it makes what did people hate before? It makes the Flash look good, which I'm on record saying I like the Flash. So I'm not gonna sit here and come at the Flash. I like the Flash.
I think some people like the Flash. What do everybody hate? Like Birds of Prey? Do people like Birds of Prey?
Oh, you know what? What was the other thing that came on? Madam Web. People hated that film. And Morbius.
Oh yeah, Madam Web.
I think I saw a meme where it was like a fantasy picture, and it was like one dude like with a crown kneeling and giving a sword to another dude wearing a crown, and it was the one kneeling with the sword was Madam Web, and the other was Joker 2.
I saw a meme.
I saw that same meme.
Worst comic book.
It was just
movie.
the guy getting hanged meme. The first, they say first time.
Oh yeah. That's a funny meme. The one I saw was just Joker, Jared Leto Joker specifically, like him just doing a laughing pose, and it was like Jared Leto when he realizes he has the second worst Joker film now.
God, yeah. Joker 1 didn't even feel that bad to me. It felt weird because they're trying to explain Joker's origin, and he has about 50 different origins that even he doesn't know.
But see, no, Todd Phillips walked it back now. He was saying, nah, this was never really Joker. This was always just Arthur Fleck. And now he is kind of getting reamed over the coals, which he rightfully should, because you kind of tricked people. If we're being honest here, you wanted to make your own movie, which is, again, last week we talked about this, derivative of other movies, but that's okay. But then you tried to, you know, trick people, air quotes you can say, talking about, oh yeah, this is Joker. No, this was just its own movie. You just threw on the Joker license and some of the characters.
Did he want to do a Harley Quinn?
No, that's why she's
Did
called
he want to
Lee.
do a Harley Quinn movie?
That's why she's called Lee.
I feel like he would have been so much more successful to just do a Harley Quinn movie, because, like you said, the Joker, nobody really knows his origin, but I feel like we all know Harley Quinn's origin, right?
I mean, yeah, but if you're gonna do Harley Quinn, why'd you make it a musical? Is she not known for singing? The character, obviously, Lady Gaga is, but the character isn't known for singing.
In the first Joker movie, we're in his head so much. If we were in her head and that's just how she's experiencing things, that would be cool.
Okay, fair enough. I did say last week, even though I think Folie à Deux, aka Full of a Deuce, was bad, on its own it could be a teens Joker. No, but if this was a standalone movie and we were seeing it from, you know, their crazy perspectives, then yeah, sure, it makes sense.
If it didn't have a Joker name to it, it'd actually be a pretty decent movie.
Not decent though. Not decent. It goes a bunch of nowhere. Like you're watching the movie, you're wondering where this film is going. It still goes nowhere, but I could see some merits for it.
Then it's great to watch while on drugs. It's
fair
fine.
Enough.
It's great to watch while on drugs. There we go. Huh.
But
No,
moving
let's
right
be real here.
along, you ever had that one coworker just do really well? I mean, you wish them well, but if they slipped and fell into a vat of electric eels, you wouldn't cry? Yeah, that's Zachary Levi. Allegedly, of course. Shazam star Zachary Levi is supposedly bitter that his career didn't take off like Chris Evans and The Rock after their DC roles.
Well, isn't this guy a Trump supporter?
No, don't say that. Is he?
Yeah, he came out publicly and supported Trump.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What was
Well,
Chris Evans' DC role?
Oh, he plays Shazam. He plays Shazam, and I don't remember the year, but don't give me the line. He had 2 Shazam movies, and he's not a big star like Chris Evans is in The Rock.
No, I'm not mean Zachary Levi. I know his Shazam. What was Chris Evans' DC role?
Oh man,
No,
something.
I don't think he's saying his DC role. I'm saying he's thinking his career. After he plays a superhero, he wants his career to blow up.
Okay, so I was reading. I was like, wait a minute.
Chris Evans played the Human Torch. Really good movie.
Awesome.
2 Fantastic Four films. Really good stuff.
That's DC.
Oh, DC.
Also, what is he meaning? Like, wish his career blew up at The Rock? The Rock was famous before movies.
Yeah, I think somebody took some offhanded comments that he's probably on like one of those late night talk shows where you're supposed to be sarcastic, and they just made an article, but it was too late at night, so I kept it in.
That's like, but The Rock was famous, but he was not The Rock. You know, like that's like saying Drake was famous before he was rapping, but he, you know.
Yeah.
No, but
Now
The Rock was arguably famous before he was even in DC. He had those jungle movies. I'm not gonna tell you which one because he had more than 5, but he had a jungle movie.
The Rundown, you mean?
Oh yeah.
Harry, let's go.
But no, I'm saying before The Rock started acting, he was that famous as a wrestler too. But he wasn't, you know, The Rock. You know, like now he's like insanely famous.
Yeah. It's like crossover. That's what they call it. Like when you cross over different genres. He was famous in that wrestling world, but now he's famous in the movie world.
Yeah, just like Dave Bautista.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen like photos of Bautista now compared to what he was?
Yep. He got
Yeah, I see
skinnier.
the back of his head. It's insane. It looks like a mesa in Arizona.
He's so thin now, but he still looks like he beat the shit out of 5 people by himself.
He said that he still feels healthier because he doesn't have to keep on all that weight. Because everybody, he was talking about, like the fans, you're so used to seeing him all big and, you know, blown up. Now that he acts actual healthy weight, he wasn't trying to say it, but he's basically saying, look, now that I'm off the juice, I'm actually healthier. Which
I'm too rich to do steroids.
Yeah, there you go.
I believe that's a direct quote.
Now The Rock will never say that because The Rock, you know,
no.
he's huge. But Batista was like, man, I don't care anymore. Batista's like, yeah.
It's especially funny because with the whole Zachary Levi wishing his career got the same way with like Chris Evans and The Rock when it comes to DC. Black Adam I thought bombed. I thought Black Adam bombed. They just had a shit ton of marketing for it.
They definitely had a lot of marketing, and it either didn't do well critically or it bombed. Because I'm pretty sure worldwide it sold well. Because The Rock, like internationally, he's still famous. Maybe like stateside, they probably was like over him. But again, I enjoyed that movie. I thought The Rock was good. It was copying off of Shazam because it was like The Rock's character was basically playing like a fish out of water. Like, oh, I'm from the far past. And then the little kid was like, okay, look, to be a superhero, you gotta do this. And then he electrocutes the guy. Like, oh wait, no, that's too much. Don't do that. So it's like,
it's literally if Thor and Shazam had a baby.
oh yeah, that's a good one right there. Yeah.
Well, so in comics, Black Adam is like the arch enemy of Shazam for a while. Like, it's only like with more recent adaptations he's kind of became a weird anti-hero.
Yeah, they wanted to make him very marketable.
Like, yeah, they were pushing more of this newer age Black Adam, where he's this kind of more anti-hero.
But he's never played comedically, right? He's always played straight. Like, I'm just the leader of conduct, and I don't mess with nobody. Like a Namor kind of character. I never seen him play for laughs.
Every character has to be funny.
Oh yeah. On screen, yeah, every character has to be funny. That's the MCU effect. You're right.
Like he's been in stuff. He's been in stuff like comedic actors. Like he's been in movies like Kevin Hart. He's good friends with Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Especially in jungles, but not the Rundown. You got to figure out what other jungle they were in.
Jumanji.
Somebody's ready for Guess the Movie.
Yeah, literally.
Jungle Cruise.
Oh, I forgot about Jungle Cruise. I like that movie too, by the way.
He's been with Kevin Hart, Jack Black. He's in a movie with Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot.
I didn't finish that. Red Notice. I didn't finish that. He got a new movie called Red One. It's either out or coming out. Hey.
What the hell?
Yeah, let's see the name so I can introduce you. Oh, we got a special guest listener. That's Stargirl.
Who the heck is Stargirl?
And there goes Stargirl.
Stargirl's like, oh wait, no, I just want to listen. So some people just want to listen; they don't want to contribute, but that's fine. But you know what?
You know we don't know any girls.
He said, "You know we don't know." It's a word so true that made me laugh. But speaking of
news from the dirty side of the internet,
I can't even get my segue out. That's funny. You guys remember Red Dead Redemption, right? The game where John Marston. Yeah, okay. So you got to the part where he gets shot 9 times outside his grandma's house. But
wait, what? I'm playing Red Dead 2.
Oh, Red Dead 2. No, Red Dead Redemption 1. That's the story of we're gonna get rich or die trying, and that's exactly what this.
Messed up, man. You just spoiled me.
Oh, well, you're playing 2, so you theoretically should have played 1.
I did. I'm just messing with you.
I know. All right, so the Red Dead Redemption PC port is coming out October 24th. And it's going to cost about as much as a brand new game. They got it listed for $49.99. And this is just a PC port, not a remaster. So I just want to make that clear. Not a remaster, just a PC port.
Jesus Christ, why? Like, I get it, it's the original Red Dead, and Red Dead 2's been doing amazingly, but why? $50?
I'm going to assume they better support HDR and 4K resolution. There's no way you're charging me $50 and it's just a port.
And if it doesn't and it's 50, they're high, because then it's probably, I would say, maybe at most then 30 if you're not having that like 4K and HDR. Because why would you make that $50?
50 is a lot. You can get 2 for cheaper, probably.
Yeah, for no like.
Yo, that's crazy if you can get 2 for cheaper.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that's only if it's on sale, because usually with the digital games they don't go back down. Like they'll stay up in price, especially if it's a big company. Because this is what Rockstar, but it's part of Take-Two, so they got shareholders they need to pay. So yeah, that's the reason why.
Yeah.
But it dropped GTA 6.
Can't wait. That's going to do numbers. That's going to do numbers when it come out. 11 now, because it was 2013 or 2012 when GTA 5 came out. So we're looking at 11 years.
Yeah, this one better be different.
Yo, this has to be. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it has to have 3 cities. I'm not going to just sit here and tolerate 1 city. It's got to have 3 cities. There's no way you took 11 years of my time to come back with just 1 Vice City. You're going to have some cities next to Vice City, outside of Vice City.
It's the entirety of the U.S.
That's too much, but
and the knee would be awesome.
It would explain the 11 years.
Yeah. And I'm good with just a 2-player for protagonist. I'm assuming we can play as both, but I'm good if that's the case. I don't need 3. If it's 3, it's fine. A little secret character to play as. I'm cool with that too.
If it works.
Yeah.
What if one character has 2 personalities?
Feels like a Trevor situation. 2 personalities? No. Maybe. Yeah. That could be fine. That's different.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait another, like, 3 years for it to come out or some shit.
Jesus. I forgot what the release date was. I think it was 2026, though. It's either 2025 or 2026. Because they just showed the trailer, so they're not going to drop it in 2026. That's too long. Either way, like I said, that game's going to do numbers. But speaking of games that did numbers, the Tomb Raider franchise has topped 100 million copies sold. So big shout out to Tomb Raider franchise. They had the reboot trilogy that came out a few years back. And then they did that artwork showing the cross, I have it on the screen, a cross between her original attire and then what the new reboot looks like. A little hint at a game that they're working on, but still no news from that.
How many games are in the Tomb Raider franchise? Because I'm pretty sure Red Dead has 100 million sold, and they got like 2 games. 3 if you count Red Dead Revolver.
Let's find out. There are
6, maybe?
20. There are a total of 20 Tomb Raider games that have been released.
Not impressive.
With
not
3
impressive.
With 3 different timelines, each distinct from one another.
What's that? 500,000? What you say? 100 copies?
100 million copies.
100
yeah,
million
it was 100 copies, and Jesus.
That's what's that? 5 million? What's that? 5 million per game? That's not a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed.
Tomb Raider's weird like that because it's a very popular franchise and such.
With 3 timelines, the original Saga timeline, Legend of the Tomb Raider timeline, I didn't know nothing about that, and then the Survivor, that's the reboot trilogy, is what we call it, timeline. So pretty cool.
Would you be able to look up how many copies Red Dead sold?
Yes, I can. First one, right? Not the second one, because we know that one did nothing.
No, the franchise.
Oh, okay.
No, the Red Dead franchise is gonna destroy because Red Dead 2.
But there are only 3 games in it. Tomb Raider's 20 games.
Yeah, and Red Dead 2 alone probably is well over 100 mil.
Yeah, it just says
Red
Dead Redemption has sold nearly 70 million copies in 6 years. So it's getting close.
By itself.
Yeah, by itself.
That sucks. Tomb Raider sucks. I don't know why you're giving us this thing like it's an accomplishment.
I wanted to fill out today's Baker's Dozen, so I just found a bunch of headlines. I didn't know that you came for violence today. Speaking of Ubisoft and doing numbers, here's a game that you ain't going to see coming at all. A Splinter Cell Remake is in the works over at Ubisoft, and it's claimed to release sometime in 2026. Now, they were teasing making the Splinter Cell reboot in the Division. There was you were Sam Fisher. I think there's a mission where you played with Sam Fisher, and then also in Ghost Recon Wildlands there were some stealth missions where you also played either with or like nearby Sam Fisher, but nothing came out of that because they couldn't figure out how to do it. I don't know why. They made the game, again, they're the publishers, the developers probably been long gone, but they're having trouble with making the reboot. But yeah, that's coming out sometime in 2026 unless it gets delayed again.
I mean, hell, fucking, what is it, Rainbow Six Siege, you get to play as Sam Fisher.
There it is. I knew it was something like that. So yeah, they've been teasing them throughout all their games.
Yeah.
Can I ask what we did to deserve all these reboots and remakes? We can't get any original content. What the heck is going on?
We got old.
It's because they wanted to beat the tired horse that is their old franchises that actually did good. Because anything new they've made has gone to the shitter for the most part.
Yeah.
And then they make some good, like the Joker that makes $1 billion. And then they gotta ruin it.
Hey, we used all this money to make this one game this piece of shit. I wonder why it's not selling too well. I know. Let's remake something because that's where our money was coming. And let's let's burn everything that was good about it and make it a piece of shit. Yeah, we'll make money off of this, no problem.
Or they'll just port the game. They won't even remake it. They'll just port the game and charge you, about what it cost when it first came out. $50 still.
I have no faith that this remake's going to do good, unless it's just like it's a quality. Really only like they just make it look better, like HD and all that shit. Make it.
if
look more modern.
Yeah, because it's Ubisoft, you never know. But if it's good, like how the Metal Gear Solid Delta remake looks, then I'm going to give it a chance because that looks good. It is Konami, so I don't know if they're going to do it injustice. I assume they are, because how can you, like, it already has good bones. You can't mess it up. You can, but if you add monetization to it, like, ooh, you want to unlock a new camo outfit for Snake? Do this. But they're not going to do that. I hope. Fingers
Please
crossed.
don't.
Yeah.
Just let it be like Snake Eater, which is the game it was based off of. I honestly think Delta is just like a HD remastering, honestly, unless they fully change controls, in which case I will kick Konami in the fucking dick.
I think they said they're going to give you both. You're going to have that classic top-down perspective if you want, which I definitely didn't enjoy back in the day. I enjoyed it for the first one because they had radar, or whatever he called it, in the game. But then once the third one came out and it was set in the past and there was no radar, it was scary having it top down because you couldn't see the enemies in front of you unless you held up like a certain button. But now they have modern, like, you have the option to do that, or modern control scheme where it's third person and you can rotate the camera. So.
I'd rather play it the old top down for Delta because
no, I'm a big punk.
Yes, okay.
And you'll find out when we get to our topic of the show. I'm a big punk. I can't handle the scares. I get scared easily.
Oh, it's only, being attacked by bees with pain. Having this invisible lunatic with a crossbow sneak up behind you and kick you in the nuts, with fear. And is literally going to be a jump scare because you're just going to be walking through the forest and all of a sudden get shot by a sniper.
The jump scares, man, they get me. Watching a movie is fine because you can't control their actions, so you just brace for impact. But when you're playing a game, it's like walking down the hallway in real life and somebody jump scare you, like, oh shoot, I'm here. That scares me.
Fury is just a big old circle with like a dude with a jetpack and a flamethrower flying around, just lighting the area up. There's no lights. The only lights are him.
Classic game. Did you ever do the thing on PS2 where you go against the end and you set your PS2 clock like further in the future and then the end just dies of old age?
No. So what happened is, funnily enough, when I was younger, I actually did that by accident.
Oh, you forgot to play the game for a whole week. You were enjoying school, came back. Why did he die? You didn't even know.
Yeah, pretty much. He died, and I was just like, huh. Alright then. Very
innovative. You're not even going to be able to do that on console because you can't adjust your time. I guess you can, but moving on. Our next story, this fan needs to go to jail. Horny jail at that. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. In fact, let me hold 20,000 since you got the money to spend. A Baldur's Gate 3 hardcore fan buys a $20,000 custom-made Astarion sex doll. That's the character from the game. So she commissioned this company that makes those sex dolls, and she paid and they're usually 10 grand. She paid an additional 10 grand to get the face and the body molded just like this character, and then she went on social media to complain that they didn't get the face right. But then the developer, or one of the developers of Baldur's Gate 3, was like, what? Girl, stop playing.
It's like, hey, could you not do this? Like, I understand you guys have gotten horny because, let's be real, it's D&D. Horny is like a almost mandatory thing. But what the fuck?
Like, yeah, horny jail. Horny jail for you. You do not pass go. You go to jail. Horny jail.
Not just standard horny jail. We're going to Alcatraz. Fuck that county shit. You're going in with the Dementors.
Alright, Microsoft will soon let people buy and play their games directly in the Xbox app on Android. This is following a Google US ruling. So Google for a long time had the App Store on lockdown. You couldn't have no third-party app stores on there. They would even say, hey, if you want to allow third-party app stores, you gotta like press a waiver saying we don't know what's gonna happen to your phone, like a mafia thing. Like you don't want to be under our protection? Go ahead, get a virus then. But Epic Game Store, or is it just Epic? Sorry, Epic sued Apple. I think they lost that one because Apple is like Disney, you can't mess with them. But they also sued Google, and they won that one. I know they won in the UK. The UK is very for consumer. The United States is definitely not. They're anti-consumer. But now the US is saying, all right, Google, you're gonna have to allow competition on your app store. Google's like, what? No, you don't let Apple have competition on their phones. So that's a whole big thing.
We tried suing Apple, and that didn't go well, so now we're suing you, jackasses. Let competition your bullshit.
like the percentage of that. And Epic Game Store or Epic was just like, hey, that's too much. And that's how the lawsuit started. And now we got to the point where Xbox, you could just buy your games and play them directly from there. So I think we needed this. Google was becoming, again, in another news story that I don't have in front of me, but I listen to like tech news. Google was becoming very, what's the word, monopoly, because they have a search, or allegedly there's a search engine monopoly. I don't think that's true, but I do use Google as a default search engine, so I can see why. But that one's not as true, because you still got Yahoo, which exists, and all the other ones. I just don't use them, so it might be true. They might have a monopoly.
I was muted. You guys missed out on all my funny quips.
Oh, I thought you just went away like to get like the kids or something. I saw that you were muted.
Sorry.
All right, well, next up, Overwatch. You guys still play Overwatch?
From time to time.
Well, now they got you on your phone because they're going mobile. That is according to Jason Schreier. He's an industry analyst. And how? Oh, you're just going to put the scaling down on the game because you got Call of Duty that's mobile and that still looks good, but it doesn't look like console-worthy good. It looks like maybe PS3, PS2 good. So they'll just do that.
Oh,
yeah, every game's going mobile so they can get more of those, what's it called, season passes, battle passes, yada yada, cosmetics, all the good stuff, all the good monetization. They gotta reach you everywhere. You at work, play some Overwatch. Come on.
Yeah. If you're at work, play some video game. You know, get fired because you're not doing your job. And you're dealing with this.
Yeah, they gotta put
this little anime girl just in a mech.
They gotta put you in the game everywhere you
priorities.
Yes, priorities. Oh, that's actually a good segue. Speaking of priorities, according to this director, Ali, I can't say his last name, Ali, Netflix, they prioritize their fans over this movie. So they turned down the opportunity to acquire the upcoming Donald Trump biopic, The Apprentice, because they, quote, have millions of MAGA subscribers. This is claimed by the director. So they opted not to, get this movie, to purchase this movie. So now it's going to Hulu.
Wait, what was the movie about?
So Sebastian Stan, you know him as the Winter Soldier. He plays Donald Trump in his younger days. And that's really all I know. I don't know if it's I'm pretty sure it's going to have comedic elements. Because look at that face.
That sounds funny, man.
Yeah. But Netflix was like, nah. Netflix was like this. Look, nah, I would do that. But you see what happened is I got 100 million MAGA supporters and I ain't trying to lose those subscriptions. They actually pay. You goddamn liberals is over here password sharing. The MAGAs don't password share. They don't know how. They ain't got no friends to password share. Let me not go too crazy on nobody. But yeah, that's
Zachary Levi. He don't got nobody to password share
with. He
ain't
got nobody to password share with.
Yeah, no, that's smart of them though, because they don't want to lose all that money that they're getting from all those subscribers. Like, I would hope that companies, if they ever saw something like this, would just go, I don't think so. I would like to not be, like, canceled by whoever is subscribed to me because they don't agree with this person's opinions, and we're doing a biopic on them. Like, no thanks.
And notably, Disney, they don't really lean that side anyway, so Disney was like, yeah, sure, we'll take it, put it on Hulu. So, it's a win-win. Yeah, it's a win-win.
Disney's just looking for more money, especially since Acolyte flopped so hard.
Yep. I hope it does get a season 2 to resolve any things that are open.
It's been canceled.
Oh, I thought they had a petition to try to bring it back. That probably won't work. That probably won't help.
No, it won't, because
I haven't watched it, but from what I understand from reading the Reddits, people complained that the show had too much diversity or something, or I don't understand. And then they're like, "Oh, you got to resolve the plot," but y'all just complained. Y'all sat here and complained about it. Tell me, go ahead, break it down. What's wrong? What's wrong with it, or right with it?
So I, of course, do not have 100% of the facts either, but it's, from what I've heard and seen and shit, it was just the director behind it was trying to put. I think she was trying to push too much of her, like, ideals.
Oh, okay, that happened with it was another
Like-
show, I forgot. I think we talked about it with The Witcher, and then Henry Cavill was like, this kind of not really representing the character from the books, and it's like, shut up, it's my show. If you a fan of the show, don't watch the movie or something like that. Elbow knows the quote because we talked about it with Halo as well, where the director has their own vision, their own ideals, because they made in the Halo show Master Chief kind of take his helmet off a lot, like mostly he's helmetless and screwing in the show. It's like, that's not really the Master Chief we all know and grew up with.
No, Master Chief is like,
Kind of stoic. He's not, doesn't do a lot of talking. He just shows up, says a one line, "Give me a gun."
yeah, and then he beats the shit out of the entirety of the Covenant. Like,
If you could only speak one line, that's the line you want to speak.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that the TV show they gave him a lot more dialogue and chose like an actor to show their face a whole bunch of times. They didn't make him a myth. They made him just a man.
yeah, he does speak a lot more than just like a simple one line. Like, he does speak quite a bit throughout the series. It's just he has everybody else speaking for him for shit, like Cortana, Sergeant. I can't think of the sergeant's name.
The black guy with that mustache, right? Or a different sergeant?
The
Yeah, okay.
cigar.
Yeah.
Still the greatest character of all time. Like,
Well,
we only got him.
if he's the
three
first
games,
greatest, then the second greatest is going to be from The Wire. Now, let me know if you guys seen this TV show before. A little older, they had a character, Omar Little, in Russia. The creator of The Wire is mad at Russian streaming services because they remove references to Omar Little because Russia is very anti-gay or homophobic, whatever. And the director of The Wire, the creator of The Wire, is coming at Russian streaming services like, yo, y'all bigots, why y'all changing my show around? Just watch it, or don't watch it, as a matter of fact. He's like, thank you for watching, but like, y'all corny for that. Because they got rid of all references of Omar being gay. I don't know if they took him completely out the show, but definitely got rid of a lot of scenes.
Yeah, he's super gay. They would have had to get rid of a lot of scenes.
Yep.
Like, the picture you have for him does not represent just how gay this man.
No, he's a badass too. He come down the street with that that street sweeper jacket on and whistling. You know it's over for you.
Which song does he whistle?
Yeah, one moment he's in the street sweeper jacket and whistling like with a shotgun or something, and then other moments he's just like, "Oh my god!"
No, he was like a tough. He wasn't that kind of gay. He was tough though. He's tough, like prison, like a prison gay.
What do you mean that kind of gay?
Well,
explain yourself, E-Cypher.
There's very flamboyant gay. There's undercover gay, and then there's like, you ever seen the Boondocks? There's that thug gay. I got that thug in love. I think it's a character called Bootylicious. I might be getting my thug in love. I might get my characters wrong, but yeah, there's probably more. There's like at least 3 kinds of gay. So you can have gays come in variety, just like everything.
You know his name's Gangstalicious, right? You just made a homophobic reference.
Gangstalicious?
You called him Bootylicious.
Oh, I called him Bootylicious. I couldn't remember the name.
We go from flamboyant gay to secret gay to after encounter with the booty war gay.
And then there's probably more variations of that too. There's I think that falls under undercover gay, but you know, like that Republican gay where you make all these laws that are anti-gay, but then when you get in your limo, you got the really youngest, most clean-shaven what's that called, secretary or no, intern, and it's like, that's a little sussy, and you're like, nah, I hate these gays, but then you secretly you touching your intern's leg and stuff. Yeah, that one. That's the shameful gay. So yeah. So many different categories. Maybe you could do a deep dive one day.
This male secretary going all in gays, like, God, I hate the gays. And then when he's alone with his male secretary, all right, now fuck me in the ass.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Hypocrites. What's the next news story? Let me see. Oh, gamers that are trying to cheat have run into some malware. So malware was being disguised as a cheating script for Call of Duty, and I didn't catch what the other game were. People were downloading it because, you know, they love to get those wall hacks, aim bots, and they were also getting an unpleasant surprise. They were getting malware, getting viruses on their computer.
Whoever is the creator of that, you are goddamn sane. Keep continuing with the Lord's work.
Damn. No sympathy for these guys. They're trying to get their kill streaks.
Fuck them.
Yeah, it's never that deep.
Napalm.
To all
All
that
this.
just cheat and use like wall hacks and shit for like Call of Duty, Overwatch, all those kinds of games, I will give you the same advice that the people behind like the Dark Souls said when people were saying their game was too hard. Get good.
Yeah, get good. Or just, make a fail compilation and hope for the best. I'm trash at games. I tried to play, what was it, X-Defiant that came out like a lot of months ago, and I was like, God, I'm so bad at this, but I enjoyed the character that can be stealth because you can go invisible for a few seconds. But yeah, I realized those type of games I'm just not good at. I can't get good. Oh, you know what? The stealth character also had a special ability that was a wall hack. That helped out a lot. Still was trash, but it helped out immensely to know where I was dying from.
Did you say the character could be stealth? What does that mean?
Stealth. So in the
Stealth.
Yeah, stealth. My nose. It's so early. I haven't fully got my sinuses together. So the X-Defiant is Ubisoft characters. So there's Far Cry-esque characters, and then there's Ubisoft-esque characters. So I'm sorry, Splinter Cell-esque characters. So I was playing as the third echelon, and you can either turn invisible or you can turn on like kind of an X-ray mode and see where the people are coming. Run up on them thinking you're gonna get good. You completely miss if you're playing with controller and not mouse and keyboard, and then just get washed. That was my experience anyway. Snipers were great, but I was still can't aim. But the snipers were damn near one hit, one kill. Love that.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
As sniper rifles should be. But yeah, no, I actually back would just like be an ass games, might as well accept it. Like I've been like what could be described as only abusive relationship with Call of Duty, because that's all relationships with Call of Duty when they're long term. I'm ass of the game, but I'm not busting out wall hacks or some shit. I'm just gonna keep being ass.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who choose your strategy because I always crush them at the game.
Yo, let me tell you, this guy, Elbow, we used to play, this is before Call of Duty was even out, we used to play Medal of Honor, I don't remember which one, and he used to, oh my god, so annoying, shoot me with the sniper rifle, no scope, boom, no scope, boom, no scope. I was so bad at that game. I liked Warhawk better, because that was at least third person, but the first person games, god, I was terrible, man.
Why are you giving me that voice? I sound better than that.
No scope. That's better. No scope.
Calling your shots each and every single time.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like that, like an athlete that just knows, all right, look, I'm about to come with the left hand. You ready for the left hand? Bow, and it still somehow gets you with the left hand, even though you knew he was coming with the left hand. He's like, all right, look, I'm gonna do a triple double cross and then jump right through. And you're like, you ain't gonna do shit. Do triple double cross, come right through. And you're like, god damn.
Man, what the fuck?
All right, and then our last news story, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Everybody's playing it. Everybody's loving it. They're saying it's the best Dragon Ball Z game, best anime fighting game, period. I haven't touched it yet, but I'm hearing a lot of great things about it. But there's a certain, I guess, character. Yep, they put it up against the Naruto games, and
wow,
and they put it up against Juju Haikenso. I don't know how to say that. I don't know what, but I saw the meme and they had Jujutsu Kaisen. No, Jujutsu Kaisen, like he said, yeah. But either way, the point of the story is
even the old Budokai Kaichis, all that.
That part actually got interesting. So on Threads, they were debating this. So a lot of people were born after 2010. So it was a lot of debate. They were saying, hold up, this is not better than Budokai 3. And it's like, no, it is better than Budokai 3. You just old. So it was a big debate once that part came on, Budokai 3 and then Budokai Tenkaichi 3. So I don't know. I haven't touched it yet, and I haven't played those two games in a while either. So I really couldn't say what's better. But Sparking Zero was second. Sparking Zero and Budokai 3 were second place, they said, compared to this game. So it could just be like that honeymoon period. It's a new shiny new toy. We like it better than everything. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's a part in the mission or the game where you go against Great Ape Vegeta, and it's wrecking players so hard, even Namco Bandai is making memes about it, like, yeah, this monkey got hands.
They said the same thing, oddly enough, about Israel Adesanya, which I thought was pretty racist.
I don't have a picture of that one, but that would have made the joke even more funny.
Reject modernity, return to monkey. Just fucking Great Ape Vegeta beats your ass in.
I remember those missions from one of those old Dragon Ball Z games of being really tough, so I'm glad they brought that back, keeping the spirit alive.
Like, oh, you thought this shit was gonna be easy? You thought just because this is a big ass target we're gonna make this shit easy? Nah, son. You can put into the dirt. You can put into the dirt repeatedly.
AJ
A lot of those
has
old
it. Oh, good. Oh yeah, I was gonna say AJ has it. He didn't really tell me much about it. He was just saying you got to get this game. So I can't speak to it. But yeah, go ahead. You were saying a lot of them were what?
A lot of those old Dragon Ball Z games were real hard, like real hard. Once you start getting to the last guys, they would have like so many more health bars than you. Your health would be draining, all kinds of bull crap to make it harder.
Yep.
I'm saying that's old. That's like old games in general. It's like in comparative to new stuff, they are exceptionally more difficult. Like our franchise, I can attest to where it got more, where it was more difficult but got easier as time went on. Was when I play a lot, Monster Hunter. Like World and Rise are child's play compared to like the original.
Yeah, they made them more accessible so that people could like not feel the grind. Even though I still feel like that game's a big grind. It's fun to play with friends, but solo,
like,
I was like, ugh.
I would say, yeah, World still feels like the grind, even both solo and with others, it still feels a bit like a grind. Rise doesn't feel as bad about that, which is good, because it's also the easier one of the...
Okay, yeah, I haven't played Rise, but yeah, World, I love World. Well, I did love it. I haven't played it in so long.
World's fun. It is. I still play it, just also because of preparation for Wilds. But anyways, yeah, no, like, it compared to the original, the easy stuff, like, dealing with, like, small creatures, like, as your first hunt, hunting them for the first time, yeah, that's difficult. And then so are, like, big hunts. Like, the first time you fight Yankaku, the original dirt chicken, who is very low on the totem pole when it comes to Monster Hunter. Yeah, he's a pain in the ass in the OG games. In new games, you can fucking wreck his shit, but in OG games, good god.
Yeah,
I have, like, those old consoles on my Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to play Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Man, bullcrap.
You know, made that mistake.
Yeah, they had those crazy reflexes. Those old games, very unforgiving.
That always makes them fun sometimes, at least, especially back in the day, but now, it's just like, worth the opponent. Our battle shall be legendary.
That's why, Elden Ring's keeping it alive. Like, difficulty in games. And I hate Elden Ring for it. Hate it. It's not for me. I'm so bad at Elden Ring. I played it and I was like, oh god. Even
Demon Souls.
Yeah, that one too. Demon Souls
is the worst way to ruin your Saturday morning. I cannot imagine a worse way to ruin a Saturday morning.
Game.
Now, there was a game called Surge that was kind of like that, or The Surge. That one I had a better chance of surviving, and for some reason, Demon Souls and Bloodborne, I had that on PS4. I was just, maybe it's because it was also scary. I was bad at those games. And this is kind of like our spooky episode. Kinda, not really. We're not fully into the Halloween yet. But anyway, let's go to our dad joke. So I once tried to sue the airport for misplacing my luggage, but then I lost the case.
Alright, so that's all the time I have. I gotta get out of here.
I'm
just gonna leave this call now, thank you.
Alright, hey, before I go on, do you have a counter joke for me, Elbow? Usually Elbow has a much funnier joke.
Not today. Not today.
Alright, he doesn't want to upshow me. That's good. Very respectful. He knows we have guests. Alright,
Tom. I also doesn't have a gun line. It seems that ever since Diddy got arrested, people been being good because they don't want to get caught up.
They've been deleting their social medias, scrubbing all the pictures. It's like the Barbara Streisand effect. They're trying to make sure. Oh, they did a hack on the, this is not a news story, but it is news. They hacked the Internet Archive so that you can't go back and look at old tweets, because you know the Internet Archive will take a whole bunch of screen grabs from a bunch of different websites, so that if a news story tried to change something and they didn't show that they edited anything, you would go to the Internet Archive to see what it previously said. But they hacked the Internet Archive so that you can't look back at anything. So they're trying to really scrub so many different bits of information.
That's funny shit.
Yeah. Alright, topic number 1. Hero fight. Who wins in a fight? No prep time, of course. Thor, the Scarlet Witch, Captain Marvel, or Hulk? And you could sub out Hulk with Doctor Strange, but I kept it more Hulk.
So it's Thor, Scarlet Witch, Captain Marvel, and Doctor Strange.
Yep. Or
And
Hulk.
is this
You can sub in.
or Hulk?
At this point in their MCU career,
Oh yeah, not comics, because comics is way too OP. So MCU.
Okay,
MCU primes for all these guys.
Yes.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think Scarlet Witch as well.
Because I think
He almost
Scarlet
1v1 Thanos.
I think Scarlet Witch in MCU is starting to get closer to her like comic accurate like capabilities.
And we talking
Thor.
Captain Marvel Prime, right? You think she's going toe-to-toe Captain Marvel Prime? Not Captain Marvel from Monsterverse of Madness, played by Monica Rambeau. We talking Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, where she got the Infinity Stone inside of her. Not Infinity Stone, but you know what I mean. The Tesseract.
It's somebody who is very strong and has like energy manipulation kind of shit, going up against a very strong like multiversal reality warper.
And we say Prime, so she's
really
got the
is a
Darkhold.
reality
Yeah, she got the Darkhold abilities.
So yeah, no, I don't see any of them stopping Scarlet Witch.
All right, hold on. That's my
Anyone-
first attempt.
remember
And what about Thor? Prime Thor. He's god of lightning and thunder.
Thor 1v1 Thanos and got his ass whooped on that ship, and then Hulk 1v1 Thanos, and the exact same thing happened, except it was more embarrassing because he started getting punched in his liver.
We saw that. We saw that ass whooping happening.
Thor, he took out Thanos, but that's because Thanos was already fighting like half the Avengers, taking those guys out like it was nothing, and Thor kind of just like swept up onto him.
Thor just showed up because also Thanos was like, he'd gotten all the stones and was just in immense pain because of the energy coursing through him, and that's Thor capitalized on that and managed to get a hit in. And even then, Thanos still
But Scarlet Witch,
like, should have gone for the head and snapped his fingers.
Yeah, and then Scarlet Witch, she like introduced herself. She's like, "Do you remember me? You killed the person I love." And he's just like, "I don't know who you are." Like he knew he was in a fight when he was fighting.
Yeah, I'm saying. And then she just, after he says, "I don't even know who you are," she just goes, "You will," and I'm just like, "This man gonna die, isn't he?" Like he literally had to call,
have no fury.
He had to call like his entire ship to just turn guns down and start firing into the dirt on top of both the enemy army and his army, just because he was getting his ass whooped that badly by her. And that's not even her.
Alright, wait. Throw in Doctor Strange. Sub out Hulk, since we clearly are outpacing the Hulk. Throw in Doctor Strange. Prime Doctor Strange.
She already beat Doctor Strange?
In Multiverse of Madness? No, did they? Because Doctor Strange won.
That's plot that fucked
Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange won at the end of the movie, but she was kicking his ass for the whole movie.
Like, Strange
she took out like half I guess they're the Avengers.
The Revenge
Illuminati?
or whatever. Yeah, Illuminati. Illuminati. Thank you.
She took out all of them, like Black Bolt, who could.
She disrespected Black Bolt.
Yeah,
what
could
mouth?
talk and mountains crumble. She turned
Mr. Fantastic into spaghetti.
I find it so funny because it was John Krasinski, who everybody was wanting to play Mr. Fantastic. That was fan casting. Like him and Emily Blunt playing Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm. They got him to do Reed Richards for that. They turned his ass into confetti.
That was funny. And we had
Reed Richards going to be
Pedro Pascal.
Who's the guy who plays Mandalorian?
Pedro Pascal,
Obviously, that's probably gonna be interesting. Honestly, he can pull it off. I think. Like it's paper.
I didn't like the casting, but I do like the actor.
Yeah, I was like, he could probably still pull it off.
No, he's definitely capable of pulling it off. But it was kind of like the inverse of what they did with Johnny Storm in Fan 4 Stick, where it was like, oh well, this character isn't even of the same ethnicity, but it doesn't matter. So I didn't like it because Pedro Pascal doesn't come off as like standard white guy. He's like, oh, I'm a little bit more. I forgot what he is. I'm just say Spanish.
I think he's Chilean.
Yeah. So I was like, this don't really fit the same. But I'm like, he's a great actor, so I know he's gonna kill it in the role, regardless.
Yeah, it's not exactly comic accurate. However, it is Daddy Pedro, so we'll accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's already in every other goddamn IP.
Well, he's been killing it with IPs. Like Mandalorian did amazingly well.
Game of Thrones, Star Wars, DC. Like he's got to be in. He's also the guy from Last of Us. Yep.
Oh shoot, yeah. So, damn, he is killing it with IP. Yo, this man's agent is.
It's not like they're bad either. They're actually good.
All his stuff is good, except Wonder Woman. Because at the end, she just convinced him. She's like, think of what your son would do. And he's like, oh yeah, I guess I don't want to take over the world.
I found that funny because I took that movie as like a comedy action movie. So I found that funny because it reminded me of The Flash. Because The Flash TV show, by the way, The Flash kind of talks down his big villains when he can't throw hands with them. He's like, you don't want to do this. This is the CW. They're like, damn, you know what? This is the CW. Let me chill. For a second, I thought I was in the DC Killerverse. I'm gonna slow down.
The Talk No Jutsu really coming in handy with comic book characters as well as Naruto.
Talk No Jutsu.
I mean, fucking yeah, that's what it is.
All right, so Scarlet Witch wins hands down then, apparently.
Yeah, like
Talk No Jutsu is the most annoying type of jutsu.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's the fight thing. Yeah, no, just
it can only work one per series. Actually, don't do it in a movie. Do it in a TV show, that's fine, but don't do it in a movie. Movies, you want to see some action.
TV show's fine, movies give us the action. But yeah, as for the fight thing, yeah, no, only when it comes close is Doctor Strange, just because he also kind of deals with that multiversal reality warp and shit. And even then, Scarlet Witch is still probably more powerful because she was actively a threat.
I don't know, man. Doctor Strange, I'm counting, what's those things called? The multiverse show. What's that multiverse show? Oh, What If? I count What If as well, because Doctor Strange was killing it when he becomes evil. I don't know if he used the Dark World as well. I think he does, but
he probably does. If we're bringing in What If, then well, that's a different Strange. So
oh yeah, no, I don't want to count that one. Then that's MCU adjacent. That's not 616 universe.
I wouldn't exactly count that. So, but yeah, no, like if it's just the MCU, like for the movies and shit, it's Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
If we're not counting like What If, because then What If
it's cheating because that's animation. You could do a lot more with animation than you can with live action. So yeah, we won't. That's excluded. That's excluded.
Yeah, you can show it a bit better with animation instead of live action.
Yeah. All right, moving on to sipping tea. This is our rant section. We can just rant about whatever. Just give you 60 seconds. Just talk about something good, bad. Elbow, you can go first because I don't have a rant prepared. I prepared the whole podcast outside of the rant. I forgot all about it. I just skipped past it and I'm so tired.
Phillies, man. Freaking Phillies. They freaking let them off the stupid Mets. I hate baseball. Baseball's a stupid sport anyway. I don't know why people watch this stupid sport. Freaking baseball. Freaking Phillies. Freaking bases loaded. You pitch to Lindor. Are you crazy? Anyway. I don't want to get too deep into it because I yelled about it last night and a bunch of people were uncomfortable. They were strangers. I didn't know them.
Could rant for about 60 minutes instead of 60 seconds.
All right, what rant do you have for us?
Lindor's you pitching to him with bases loaded. You must be crazy.
I seen the memes. It was embarrassing. Satin, what rant do you have for us? Good or bad?
Honestly, I don't have any, like... Well, no, I do have something I can rant on a little bit. So, you boys know the show Death Battle?
Yes.
Cool. You know the recent episode that came out?
Mm-mm.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun time.
Who did they... No, who did they put against each other?
Omni-Man from Invincible.
Okay, that's good. That's good so far. Superman?
Yeah, versus Bardock from Dragon Ball.
Okay, Omni-Man wins.
Bardock.
Yeah, Omni-Man wins.
Why Bardock?
So now you gotta tell us who wins. Yeah, Omni-Man wins, of course.
So... Oh, well, no. Here's the thing. Fans are getting pissed because, of course, they do research into this kind of shit and whatnot. Omni-Man won.
Yes, okay, good.
But no one was thinking he was going to. Like, people were... Particularly Dragon Ball fans... They always get pissy with versus matchups.
But Bardock never even turned Super Saiyan, as far as I know.
He does. It's like episode of Bardock. They gave him a bunch of shit because he also has practically nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason he's a popular character. I don't know why he's a popular character. He doesn't really have much going on.
He looked like Goku. He looked like he looked like his son.
He's the
He the dad.
Who's Superman's dad? Goku's basically Superman. Who's Superman's dad?
Jor-El.
Yeah.
And Jor-El don't got no
we have a
no
bunch of,
no aura to him. No aura. Yeah, he got no aura.
Like Jor-El has less than Bardock. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
They did the right call though. You said Omni.
I would say Omni-Man won, but people were very much. They did it weird with Omni-Man. Because people were thinking Omni-Man was going to be faster, but Bardock was going to be much stronger.
Okay. I don't see that. I don't see that. From the little bit that I know, yeah, I don't see that.
It's because of power level scaling, because he has nothing else you can really scale him to.
Gotcha.
And power levels Dragon Ball are already inconsistent as shit, but
yeah,
fuck it.
They're so inconsistent. Power levels in Dragon Ball are the most inconsistent thing. Like, I watched from Dragon Ball to Super, and that was probably the worst thing I could do. That ruined my enjoyment of Dragon Ball more than anything else.
Yeah, it's unfortunately just... Unfortunately, it's because he's older, Dragon Ball, and he doesn't have much... Like, he doesn't do too terribly much, unfortunately. Like, you have to scale him this kind of shit. But when the episode came out, Omni-Man was stronger than people were thinking, and he had feats that were very higher calc than they should have been. Like, particularly involving a sun disk.
Oh, this is not from the TV show. This is also from, they drew from the comic, then I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, obviously. They drew in from everything they can for
okay,
like this.
gotcha.
TV show, comics, all that. So yeah, they had Omni-Man stronger over a feat that people did not believe should have been calced as it was.
If there's anything involving a planet, because I know Omni-Man literally runs through planets. If it's anything involving a planet, that is a very impressive feat. So don't be trying to take away from Omni-Man. As far as I know, Bardock never destroyed a planet. I think Frieza did. I think even Goku destroyed a planet by accident with a spirit bomb or something.
So what's funny is that
Bardock?
they still had Bardock at like planet level at his base form.
Planet level?
How was he planet level?
Planet
was
level?
He planet level? He was
Frieza. Let me explain.
He was Frieza's bitch.
Let me explain. And this again, it's because Bardock doesn't do so much. They had to use power levels to kind of scale him a bit where he's kind of at. He had the time they did it for him. They said he was sitting at 10,000.
Okay.
Okay. They scaled him to, for the planet level thing, they scaled him to a feat from King Vegeta, where he destroyed 3 planets.
Bardock did, or
yeah, King Vegeta did destroying, but they were scaling him to that because they were at the same like power level.
Tisk. Okay, I see why. I see where the controversy came in. I see where the controversy came in.
Oh no! The Sun Disk at one point was actually debunked to be far lower than what they gave it. Like Sun Disk was put at star level, you know, like capabilities of destroying the sun and shit. Star level. When I was hearing debunk calcs for it, we're putting it at like continent to moon level.
Okay.
So people were getting pissed by that. They were also getting pissed because of him destroying Planet Viltrum in the comics. They gave him the full calc for that, even though he had help.
And the Viltrumites, like, they were all fighting each other, right? I'm not that far to know the story. This is talking about just the Viltrumite war, or he actually went to Planet Viltrum and just wrecking it solo?
He with a bunch of people went to Planet Viltrum to destroy it.
Yeah, if he had a bunch of people, come on, because the Viltrumites already are all, like Saiyans, they're all strong, so yeah.
It took him and 2 other Viltrumites to destroy Planet Viltrum, like ramming through it, while it also already had a weakened core because of the Infinity Ray.
Oh no, that's pretty strong. Yeah, I didn't know they ran through it. Yeah, that's planetary. If they ran through it, again, 2 people and it was a weakened planet, but that's still impressive.
They also calced Viltrum a bit and went like, oh yeah, this place has like a ring like Saturn, so it's definitely larger than Earth and whatnot. Gave calcs and was like, going through these measurements, looking through pages, they put it like, I think 14 times larger than Earth.
Okay, that's again still very impressive to run through a whole planet, not get destroyed by its core. Fighting off gravity, he's in.
They weirdly gave him the full calc for it instead of like, you know, taking it and dividing by kind of 3 because there was 2 other Viltrumites helping him ram through it.
Got you.
Yeah, there was a lot of things for that, and that's why people were pissed off that he won, because it's just like, no, they calced this wrong. In all reality, the fight was still great. Please watch it. It's a good fight. Track's fucking great too. It's people getting pissy off by that. It's annoying. At the same time, also
I can't do the voice. It's too early for me.
It's all fucking. They also gave bullshit feat to Bardock. I don't think people fully agree with, because it was a feat from like a filler episode. And it required a lot of things to be assumed that we can't prove to give it to him. But they gave him anyways, because at the same time we still losing, so screw it.
Yeah, they had to make it as even as they could.
I don't know if
still a great episode.
I don't know
though,
if he should even be on the same level as King Vegeta. I feel like Vegeta was stronger than Bardock.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
They did it off of the some thing of like they're both put at like power levels of 10,000, so like this is the best feat King Vegeta has. Like through the power level system, they were like, okay, we'll give him this because he doesn't really have much else. Like he genuinely does not have much else.
Because Goku is right at Vegeta's level, and they say he's over 9,000, so they're assuming the strongest Saiyans are around 10,000.
Yeah, some of the stronger Saiyans are like 10,000 shit. At least the King Vegeta feat, he was at 10,000 when he did that. And then Goku has a bullshit thing in filler where he's traveling through space and dodges meteors at 9.5 trillion times speed of light.
Oh, okay. I mean, definitely.
Everything else around Dragon Ball wasn't even like.
Yeah, definitely.
All the things around that time in Dragon Ball was like still light speed probably, but not that high in light speed. So they gave him speed, which I will find fine, but they also gave him. They gave Omni-Man the Sun Disc Calcutta Star, which people did not agree with, or Planet Viltrum stuff. Funnily enough, those that Death Battle even went on, like after that casting from Man Bardock to say, yeah, this thing might have been. We probably could have worded that a lot better, but then also we, funnily enough, could have used Infinity Ray, like being needed to destabilize the core of Planet Viltrum as a star level thing because it blows up stars, and it only destabilized the core for Viltrum. So it's. Again, like, people can be mad at the episode that's Death Battle. It means we're back, baby.
Yep.
And so, but the episode was really good in my opinion. It was good animation, like the analysis. Song for it, despite the dumb name, Solid State Invincible, is actually a really good song, and I recommend listening to it. It pops off.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, and then Next Time For It gives me, like, makes me want to become an alcoholic even further than I already am. Oh, because it's Joker from Persona 5. Oh, it's Joker from Persona 5 versus Giorno from JoJo's. And there's bullshit behind that one. But anyways.
My money's on Joker.
I think a lot of people are saying Joker, but there's some bullshit. Because it's... From what I've heard for the arguments for Joker Giorno, it is... Joker is winning in, like, stats, like strength and speed. He's got numerous hacks and a bunch of resistances. But it's going against Golden Experience Requiem or GER just going, nah, I win. Because that's how its power is. For some reason. Or stuff like that. I'm paraphrasing for the sake of not going into full-fledged, like, losing my shit rant.
Yeah.
That's how this argument is, and because GER is so fucking vague, nobody's 100% certain how this is to be interpreted, or how to go with it, so...
So another controversial calculation is going to be made, basically. Like, we had to just assume this was true, based on this feat right here.
The funny thing is, despite how controversial it is, it sounds like it might be more accepted than Omni-Man Bardock, because it's just like, you know, this is understandable with GER being as bullshit as it is.
Gotcha.
I understand this completely. Like, but yeah, it's weird because honestly, I'm gonna be excited for the episode because it's probably gonna be looking good because it's JoJo's and Personas. That one has to look good, but also the track's gonna be fucking amazing because it's Persona 5 and JoJo's music being mixed in.
Oh
baby, you know that's gonna be good.
Nice. All right, let's get to the spooky stuff. yeah, let's get to the spooky stuff. Topic number 2. Okay, imagine you're driving. It's late at night. You have less than a quarter tank of gas. Behind you lies this long stretch of dark, empty road, so you can only go ahead, but there's a fork in the road. On your left is Raccoon City, and on your right is Silent Hill.
Raccoon City.
Yeah, I'm saying Raccoon City or Silent Hill. I'm picking Raccoon City.
Yeah, Raccoon City for sure. Raccoon City, you really only got to fight zombies, right?
Yeah.
Some of them are like mutated, but for the most part,
are we getting like the full Raccoon City list? So we're getting like regular. We're getting dogs. We're getting
Bro, you just gotta stop for gas. You ain't gotta go deep into this hole. You just
Yeah, you're just stopping for gas. If you go to Silent Hill, it's gonna be foggy, obviously, so you ain't gonna really be able to see much in front of you, and there might be a pyramid head there.
It's a tiny town. By the time you probably gotta go to the center of it to get to the gas station. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, no, I would like to not be in this BDSM junkie's dream. So.
I gotta go Raccoon City too, because at least there's visibility. The fog is too creepy for me. I'm gonna be way too scared.
Yeah. Like, and zombies aren't much of a problem. Like, they're slow-moving zombies that you can just like, oh hey, I have anything that can use the blunt instrument.
We'll throw in Mr. X as well. Yeah, throw in Mr. X. Yeah, throw in Mr. X as well. Then
he's just gonna fist you. Like, you're gonna become a hand puppet after he's done. Like,
but imagine you're at the gas station trying to pump gas, and this big, tall, just hulking looking thing, not with the bazooka, because he could just shoot you from far. He's walking towards you and you're wondering, yo my man, you good? Yo my man, you good? Hey, oh, chill, back up. Hey,
yeah.
yo, and he's just still walking towards you. Yeah,
he's walking towards like, yo,
doesn't even have a license to carry.
Where am I hearing X gonna give it to you? And then he punches you in the face.
I don't. To what Elbow said, I don't. He's gonna get me. I'm gonna be running. I'm gonna be like, come on, gas, fill up. I know.
License to carry. One to the head.
I don't need to.
No, not against Mr. X. Against the zombies, you're fine, but not against Mr. X. He's just gonna get pissed off.
Yeah, he's gonna eat a bullet, and then it's just like, you know what? Fuck the gas. Got like, oh, 1 gallon? Sure, that's enough.
He never runs, right? He's always just walking towards you, correct?
Yeah, he's always walking towards
Okay, yeah, so I mean, you can probably spin around or something. I don't know.
Yeah. If it's Nemesis, you're really fucked, because then he's the one that carries the RPG.
Oh, that got him confused. Yeah, I got him confused. Yep, Nemesis. That's what I meant to say. Mr. X. Oh man.
Have fun with the bazooka and tentacle porn, because she's gonna also just have retractable tentacles come out and just grab you by your throat and throw you into the gas station.
Yeah, Raccoon City, that's a tough one. I don't know all the enemies in Silent Hill because that game is too scary for me, but I just know Pyramid Head, dogs, and that's it.
It's just a bunch. Like,
it's a bunch of scary stuff.
It's a bunch of.
Nightmare Fuel.
Oh, the Marilyn Manson music video. Like,
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'll stick with Raccoon City. Fork in the road. I'm going to turn left to Raccoon City.
Raccoon City, the worst is probably going to be like regular zombies and dogs are gonna be fine. I don't recall if Crimson Heads ever appear in Raccoon City, but Crimson Heads are also just regular zombies, but they just move faster.
Oh, is that like from Resident Evil 4?
No, that's original.
Okay.
That's in the original games when you left his dead zombie alone and you didn't burn the corpse. If you left it alone for too long, eventually it would come back to life as a Crimson Head where its flesh is all red.
Oh shoot.
And they moved faster.
Oh yeah, no, I can't deal with that. Told you I'm too scary.
Yeah, no, like Crimson Heads wouldn't be a problem either because it's regular zombies, but they move faster. You can take them out just as easy probably. Lickers would suck because they're like.
I know them. Oh yeah, those I know.
Shaped quadrupeds that run on walls and shit, jump around.
And they got the really long tongue, they could choke you and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and just the brain.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Not threaten me with a good time. Liquor, I hardly know her.
Yeah, hey, wouldn't be fun. And then there's no chance in hell like Mr. X, and especially no chance in hell with Nemesis. Nemesis is just feel like you're driving away. Cool, catch this rocket. Like you're going to die in Raccoon City, but at least you're going to be quick death rather than the slow, nightmarish horrors of the fucking BDSM creatures and Marilyn Manson music videos of Silent Hill. And then fucking Pyramid Head walking up and just ripping off your skin. Just your skin in one go. Oh
my goodness. Yeah, no, Silent Hill's out. We all agree Silent Hill's out. We don't want Nightmare Fuel. We can at least handle some zombie action.
There's a greater chance of Pyramid Head coming and beating your ass rather than Mr. X and Nemesis coming, because they're probably too busy beating the shit out of Chris and Leon.
Alright, now for our game show. Topic number 3, aka Guess the Movie, with a little tiny asterisk because it's not always movies. So, do you guys wish to know the theme for today's episode, or do you think you can guess it going in blind?
Is it horror? Because I already know what this is.
Okay, yeah, it's horror, scary movies.
Movie.
Yeah, okay, you guys got it. Alright, so guess the movie. Or
Shining.
character. You can say character too if that's all you know. Yes, Shining. That's correct. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to reveal it first.
Here's
That's
Johnny.
correct. Yep. That one's too easy. I think this might be this might be too easy for all of you, but we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Leatherface.
Yep.
Do we have to guess
I knew this was gonna be too easy.
or the movie?
Go guess the character, whichever is harder. Guess the character's name if you can. Actually, I don't remember. I don't remember their names, but yeah, give me both if you can. Switch it up on you.
Okay, cool, because this looked almost like something from like old Street Fighter.
Funny story. This was the I shuffled it around. This was the original anime. I mean, not anime. This is what pixel art, I think. And I started with that, but then I hated it because it looks nothing like the character. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I went back to Doodle.
Friday the 13th. This is the Friday the 13th remake cover. I know that for sure.
Yeah,
this is Jason.
This is Friday the 13th.
All right, he got it.
Oh.
Then just so you know, I didn't use that too much because I was like, he's never going to guess that, but you got it. That's crazy. So you get like a bonus point for that.
I think what gave it away was just like the kind of poster in the back and just the forest and whatnot, and you're holding like this weird sword. So it's just like, oh, this might be Jason.
There is one more because it was this and it was another character. There's one more where it's going to be that I call it retro game. That filter's called retro game, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to do retro game. So mostly everything else is was doodle, cartoon doodles. That's the name of the filter. But let's continue. Let's move on. Oh, there it is right here.
This is Friday the 13th.
I was about to say, is this Candyman maybe?
Okay, we got a Candyman.
Whoa, that's racist. That's racist.
We got a Candyman.
Clearly Friday the 13th.
All right, Candyman, Friday the 13th. You ready to
Oh
lock
no,
it in?
it's Nightmare on Elm Street. It's Krueger.
All right, let's see. Friday the 13th, Candyman, Krueger. Which one is it going to be? Oh, it was Freddy Krueger.
No, I'm an idiot. I said Friday the 13th. I literally just said Jason. I didn't mean to say Friday the 13th.
I know what you meant to say. I know what you meant to say, but it was too good to just let you.
I saw the hat and then I started looking at the hands and was like, oh wait, this might be Krueger. Also, that's his MK appearance.
Yeah. So this is the first one I picked, but I was like,
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I deserve to lose.
Like, I saw. Honestly, yeah, it was black, but it was just like, this could be Candyman. Let's find out. This is the other Jason one, isn't it?
Are we locking that in?
That's Jason or Michael.
I'm gonna say Michael for sure. If it's the same stance.
It's either Jason, Michael, or Ghostface.
All right, we got a Jason, Michael, Ghostface. Let's see. You ready for the reveal?
Yep. Probably gonna be wrong, but it's oh well.
It was Jason.
Okay.
I tried it.
I
tried it twice because I was like, no, it doesn't look like it. But you guys are actually good. I didn't give you enough credit, so I could have used retro. That's the last one of retro, the pixel, whatever it's called, that filter. It's going back to doodles now, cartoon doodles. So guess the movie.
Pinhead.
Yeah, this is Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. Yep.
Man, you guys are killing it. All right.
Hey, the dude's wearing similar beat or something. This is Candyman.
Is it?
It's because of the hook.
What is this little,
it's either Candyman or
hook?
Fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Time.
I know what you did last summer.
I don't think so. I'm gonna say Terrifier.
Terrifier. That's a good one. That's a good one. You guys ready? Ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ah, it's Candyman.
Damn, it's the hook that gave it away there.
I was trying not to be racist.
Be my victim.
All right, guess.
Oh, I wonder who this is.
That is my daughter.
Chucky.
All right, we got a Chucky and we got a daughter. Let's see which one it is. Yeah, here it is. Child's Play doll Chucky.
Wow, that just changed a lot, does it?
No, that one, I think I turned the, because you can choose how much of it you wanted to take creative liberties. I turned it down. I was still figuring it out, but you guys are good. So next episode, it's going to be way harder. There was one, before you answer this one, there was one where I used a Dragon Ball Z filter against Dune characters. It was Dune and something else, Harry Potter characters. Oh, it was awful. If you go find it.
Is this
Jason the third time? Or is this like Michael?
Is he trying to cap our head up by trying to do it twice, but then on the third one make it look similar? No, it's Jason again. He's a hoe like that.
It's possibly Jason third time. I will throw in Michael and... Yeah, probably just Michael. I'll throw in Michael there too, just to be safe. But I think it's a Jason for a third time.
Let's see, Jason or Michael. It's Jason. I had to bring it back to the doodles. I know. Okay, that's a whole move. That's a whole move. But I had to bring it back to the doodles because that's where we agreed on in my head of what art style we're going with.
Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter.
Too iconic. Too iconic. Of
Silence
course.
of the Lambs.
Yeah, too
Yeah.
iconic. Too iconic.
Gladys.
Got you now.
Oh.
Got you now. Got him.
I think this is either Scream or Halloween, so it's either Michael or Ghostface. It could be somebody else, but
I'm gonna say it's Halloween because I think I know this is probably from the 2018 cover art.
All right, let's see.
Possibly. I'm throwing those two in, yeah.
Google Images don't hold me. Who's it gonna be? Ah, it was Michael. I don't know which movie it's from though. I don't remember. This is black and white, so
like,
maybe that's. Yeah, I don't remember which one. But Google Images always.
There were never any black and white Halloween movies. The first Halloween came out in 1978.
No, but didn't the in the reboot didn't they have a scene where they did it in black and white? Or no, probably not.
No, they had a flashback in Halloween Kills, but it was color.
Oh, yeah. So why did Google Images hold me like that? Doesn't matter. I tricked.
Because some of the images from back then, like pictures, like during the set and whatnot, are black and white, and I think this is one of them from probably like the original.
Oh yeah, that mask does look kind of older.
That looks like.
This wasn't the original. This could have been 2, but this is not the original. Here, look at this coverall.
It's just a picture from.
Like a set photo.
Yeah, it's just a behind the set
photo. Yeah, gotcha.
So yeah, and it's from
Those coveralls look different.
Gotcha.
I think this is from 2.
Okay. All right. This is the last one.
Pennywise.
This Pennywise.
Unless for some reason.
Well, now, do we know which Pennywise? If we're talking the television movie or the movie?
Chapter 1. It's Chapter 1. This is the scene where Eddie goes.
All right. He knows it. He's too good. He's too good.
Yeah.
He can't be stumped. He can't be stumped. He knew it too. He's like, it's the scene.
I knew from like hairstyle and clothing, it's the remake because the older Pennywise looks very different.
You guys crushed it. I don't think you got any one wrong. Maybe one, but yeah, you guys crushed that one.
I think closest was Krueger.
Oh yeah, that one was funny. He was like,
I was just like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I deserve the ridicule.
But I knew what you meant to say because the F. You was like Friday the 13th, but you meant to say Freddy Krueger. I don't have any viewer mail pulled up. I was too tired. And then Elbow doesn't have a gun line segment, so we're skipping that. So just straight to topic number 4, topic of the show. Tell us your favorite horror games, movies, or TV shows. That's all. This is open book topic. So you can just submit something, a recommendation that you have for the group. I'll go first.
Horror game is Thunder. My favorite horror movie is It Chapter 1. My favorite horror series, if you're talking about movie series, it's Scream. And if you're talking about TV series, I want to say American Horror Story, but there's so many bad seasons.
I guess just pick a season, yeah.
Season 3, Coven.
I don't have a list for all of them. Favorite horror movie is It Follows. That's pretty good. Or you can do Malignant. That's a little bit less scary.
Nobody ever had sex with you.
Yeah. Or you could do Malignant. That's a little less scary, a little bit more funny. It's kind of actiony because she just goes out of nowhere and start killing people. As far as games,
isn't that the one with the head on the back of the head?
Yeah, and then she's in the police station wrecking shop.
I hated that movie.
Oh, I liked it because it was less scary. Because I'm a punk, so that was less scary. So I was good with that one. It's favorite horror game. Don't think I have one because F those games. I'm playing Outlast right now, and that game is scary as hell.
Slender scared me more than any other game.
More than Outlast? You should play Outlast.
Yeah, I played Outlast. Slender scared me more than Outlast. This
man, he's got steel cojones. And as far as TV shows, I don't really have a horror TV show. I definitely don't have one. American Horror Story is the only one I know, but I didn't watch all of them.
You get the Scream and the Chucky series. I guess are you counting like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Angel or anything like that?
I don't think they're horror. That's like
Walking Dead.
Oh, Walking Dead is kind of horror. Yeah. I never realized those games. I mean, those TV shows were scary. See, TV shows aren't scary because there's too many commercial breaks.
You're like, how can I be scared when I just saw a freaking deodorant for shaving cream? Commercial for shaving cream. I said deodorant for shaving cream. I just woke up, people. I just woke up.
Yeah, that's the beauty of doing an early ass podcast recording. All right, Satin, do you have any horror recommendations? Movie, TV show, whatever, anything?
If it's movies, I would honestly just recommend Halloween, like original Halloween. I would even recommend actually the 2018 remake.
That's a good one too.
I like 2018.
I recommend like either the original 2 or some of these remakes. I don't really recommend like 3 through 6. Some of the stuff after that.
I like
recommend Rob Zombie.
I like H2O.
H2O is not bad.
I think it's because that's the one I was like, you know, like 12 years old when it came out, or like 10 or 12 years old when I first saw it, I guess.
That's the one with LL Cool J, right?
Yeah, that's what LL Cool J. I have a little bit of nostalgia with that one, but I like.
I remember that one too.
Yeah. I don't recommend the Rob Zombie movies for Halloween.
I haven't seen those.
I feel like if you like Rob Zombie, you will. If you like Rob Zombie, you'll like it. But if you like Halloween, probably not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
No. Like, yeah. So the original 2, probably recommend H2O a little bit. Then the first of those remakes starting in 2018. Like, I like Kills,
but only for the kills. I didn't like the story really.
Yeah. Yeah,
I thought we were going to, at the end of Kills, I thought we were going to just admit that he's a supernatural being. And then when the third one, I don't remember what it's called, came out, we were just like, nope, he's a regular guy. Oh, it Kills was the third one? So what was the second? Yeah. So when Ends came out, and it was just like, no, he's just a regular geriatric guy. I was like, what? So if 1 and 2 of that reboot were good, then the third one, it was just like, they couldn't commit to just make him, like, supernatural. Why are you trying to make him...
just make him more Jason. Let him not be supernatural, because let's be real here. He pretty much is.
Because he survived way too much stuff at the end of Kills to be, like, a human. Ain't no way.
Yeah, no way. Bullshit. It's bullshit. It's loads of bullshit. Anyways, horror games. Silent Hill. We were discussing earlier, but if you wish to be scared, Silent Hill is a good one.
Okay.
Like atmosphere.
There's a lot of good horror games.
Yeah,
not a lot of good horror TV shows.
Yeah. Like Silent Hill's gameplay short. If you do original like stuff, tank controls is a bitch, but it's still good. The atmosphere and whatnot fits for a horror series. The monsters are scary and recognizable. Like we still know Pyramid Head to this day.
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it's pure nightmare fuel. The noise and such, where it doesn't immediately it doesn't jump scare you. It lets stuff play in the background, lets you just be creeped out by it and just expecting something to come at you, but that doesn't happen. It lets you have that anxiety as you're going through shit.
Oh, that reminds me of, it's a game on PS2, Obscure. You guys ever played that? It starts like in high school.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I played it because it was like a 2-player horror game, so I was like, oh, I don't gotta be afraid by myself. So check out Obscure. My friend.
Is that why you like to play Resident Evil so much?
Yes, Resident Evil 5 saved the franchise for me. 5 and then 6. And those were the abominations of the franchise. They saved the franchise for me.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they sold enough to where they stayed alive. And even 6, weirdly enough.
6 was very funny / controversial because I used to work at GameStop and we had this big poster, and the 6 poster, the number 6 looked, well, I don't want to get too crude, but the number 6 looked like a giraffe getting head if you look at the 6 logo on Resident Evil 6.
Yeah, I mean,
while you guys are talking, I'll see if I can pull it up real fast.
There's something good to look forward to.
A giraffe hitting head.
I would honestly recommend it because people don't play enough. I would recommend the first Resident Evil. Like, either just go original, or do the kind of HD remastering. I would recommend it because it is this. You're basically just going through this like mansion filled with zombies, solving puzzles, and just dealing with like all these scares. You have limited resources, very limited. Yeah, it is giraffe getting head.
A giraffe getting head. Wait, getting head from another giraffe?
Or like a kangaroo, it looks like. But...
Or, you know, whatever. Yeah, that's the Resident Evil 6 logo. They did it, by the way.
They gave giraffe head?
No, they made the logo. This is not fan art. This one is, you know, fan art, but that's the actual official logo.
Yeah, it looks tough as shit. That's why Resident Evil 6 is considered to be a very meh, like, for fans of the series. But hey, they redeemed themselves with like Biohazard and Village, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if people don't want like Silent Hill for game recommendation to play, original Resident Evil, it does not get enough credit. It is very much a scary game.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like it took less to scare us back then. Maybe we were just kids.
We weren't as desensitized. We were like easily susceptible to scary things.
I mean, just getting jumped as soon as you walk out of a room by a zombie standing right there, like, will jump you. Same goes for like the dogs, because the dogs were around in the original.
Yeah, now we're older. We've seen some things, so we're not as scared. We're grizzled. We're grizzled.
Going down to like the crypt and like messing with the puzzle there, and then dropping down this coffin that has a crimson head in it, and meeting what is appropriate, like, first appearance for the crimson heads. Yeah, that's scary as fuck.
Aren't all heads crimson heads once you cut them off?
Once you cut them off, yeah. At some point, get enough blood on them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but just crimson heads in the original Resident Evil. A good way of spiking difficulty without having some bullshit like Nemesis or whatnot. And then there's boss fights throughout it too. Like, there's a zombie shark, there's giant spiders, there's a giant snake.
There's a zombie shark in the first Resident Evil?
Yeah. It is very much like more like a haunted house based on like sort of the old school like horror stuff, but it's Resident Evil with like sort of zombies going around everywhere. Like, it is very different compared to like what people think Resident Evil is, which is hilarious because RE5 and 6 are probably closer to that one than that's sake. Because we've had zombie animals since the original.
I remember those damn dogs busting through that hallway scaring me.
Yeah, well, I mean, the zombie dogs are pain in the ass. Yeah, I recommend Island Hill series, probably 2 since it's very popular and it just got remade. Or still remade, I believe. I think it's still going through like its remake.
Yeah, I don't know if it's out. I remember seeing some articles about it, but I didn't know enough to cover it too much. That's why I just did Silent Hill versus Raccoon City.
Yeah, I was like, it'll be out soon, so that's a more advocate. Silent Hill 2, because it's also one of the best in the series. And then original Resident Evil, be a good one. If you're a fan of the series, it's one of the few times the series has had good games. Alien Isolation's a good one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Shoot, I forgot about that. It's a really good one.
There's probably all sorts of more games you can go through. If you're looking to play with buddies, I recommend Phasmophobia.
That name sounds familiar, but I have no idea what that is.
That's the ghost hunting game.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm like, why have I heard that name before?
It took off for a while, and it's still a good game. Like, it's constantly updating and whatnot. People probably still play it. It's also a game recommended if you want to play with buddies for a horror game.
I got it. That's the only way I can do it. That's the only way. I was
like
terrified.
Dead by Daylight or the Friday the 13th game.
Dead by Daylight's good. It's fun. That one, I don't get too much fear. It's like a thrill.
I do not know any like good horror series like TV.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. I just put TV just in case. So I put movies, TV, and games. But yeah.
I can only think of like the Scream and Chucky series, and I believe both of those did piss poorly.
No, so they both did well, like numbers wise.
Okay.
Although Chucky got better as it went, and Scream got worse as it went.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen the Scream one. I've seen at least some episodes of the Chucky one. But because I saw them out of context, I had no idea what was going on. I think little kids had guns, or they're college. What are they in college? Like I don't know. I saw it and it was very out of context for me.
The first season of Scream is pretty good, but as it goes, it just gets so bad. The last season, I think there's only 3 seasons. The dog poop.
All right. Well, Satin, say we want to continue this conversation. Where can the good folks on the internet find you?
Oh yeah, they can. I guess main way to find me and others that I am with is SideQuest Productions. Is the YouTube channel. We do podcasts. Try to get out every week. We've been pretty successful actually. We got a few episodes there. We did start a little bit of Pixelmon. I'm sure it's not popular to where we know what the hell that is. We only have 1 episode of it though. We still need to get a second episode out and more. But yeah, main thing is the SideQuest podcast. We do a bunch of random shit on podcasts, like topics, all sorts of stuff. So I recommend finding us there.
All right, thank you for joining us on the show. Elbow, you are muted. If you do jump in at any time, feel free to plug your stuff as well. But as always, if you want to hear your topic on our next show, make sure you follow us on all those social medias, and we'll see you sometime next week.
You didn't say same black time, same black channel.
We'll see you. Same black time, same black channel. We out. I was pausing to see if you wanted to say anything.
Why, though?
I was waiting. Yeah, well, it's fine. You're invited to the cookout, as they say. You're invited to the cookout.
Does this mean I have the patent on